Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning again. I wanted to go live. This is just by request. Some people had asked me to explain some things from yesterday's broadcast where I was talking about Diddy and the freak offs and the parties and strip club experiences and sexual things that a lot of people find themselves getting into, that they somehow conveniently want to pretend never happened when we look at people like, Diddy and others who are now being accused of things and indicted for things. And I was saying yesterday how, you've done some things as well. So I want to, somebody asked me yesterday, and I'm not going to be on long. I just want to come on real quick. They said, hey, you talked about threesomes yesterday. You talked about trains yesterday. Can you explain the difference between the two? And so that's what I'm going to do. So, the thing about trains is this. Nobody wants to talk about them. Nobody wants to discuss them. People in society have made threesome sexy, right? They have become this thing where, women like getting into their freaky side. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll have a threesome, or I kissed a girl, or whatever the case is. And that's cool. That's cool to say. There's no label of homosexual or lesbianism or anything associated with that when you just say, I did this with a female. That's why you see a lot of times women will, I think my connection might be a little slow. Let me turn this wide. Can y'all see? Hopefully y'all can, it's coming through. A lot of times people, they don't want to embrace their freakiness. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be labeled, especially not on social media. Back in the day, there was this perception of being wholesome. And that was what everybody wanted to be, right? You wanted to be this good girl. The good girls got the husband. They had the families. They had, everything that they want. The life, the kids, the dog, the white picket fence. And that's even if you weren't that was the image that you had to project in order to be found. That's how it used to be back in the day. That's how grandmom was. That's how mom was. That's how, her mom's friends wanted to view you. Hey, baby, when are you having some kids? When are you going to give me some grandkids? Oh, oh yeah, I'm this good girl. I do it, But now, things are a little different. Things are not like they used to be. Now, there is this perception of, I got to be a freak. These men out here want a freak. They don't want the good girl. The good girls finish last. That's just a perception. The women literally think that men like myself, the men on social media, these whoever, they want these Megan Thee Stallion types, the city girls, Cardi B, Beyonce twerking, and they think that's what we want. And I can't say I don't know where that came from, because I know exactly where that came from. That came from the media pushing this agenda into the black community that says women have to be this way or else they won't be found. They'll be single, which is a complete falsity. It's completely false. It's completely false. And, they look at their social media and say, well, damn, I only got 100 followers. I only have 200 followers, but Bernice Burgos, Alexis Sky, whoever else, they got 1 million followers and they're on there twerking in a bikini. So I want to and I see these men, I look at the comments and the men are telling them how sexy they are. They're lusting over them. They want to be with them. That's what these men want. But the reality is that's not what we want. It's nice to look at. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, who doesn't like to see a fat ass twerking? You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want to see that? But when it comes to wifing someone, marrying someone, having a family with someone, that's not what we want. But so I'm just telling you that from, like, I'm gonna talk about the trains. I know y'all logged on. Y'all look, you said, look, bro, you said you're talking about threesomes and trains, all this other stuff. We don't want to hear that. It's cool. I'm gonna get to the trains, man. Y'all freaky asses, man. Slow down, relax. I'm gonna get there. But so I say all that to say, and it's all connected, because the difference between a threesome and a train is perception. You don't want to be perceived as the girl who let two men run a train on you. But it's cool to say you had a threesome, right? So what's the difference? What is the actual difference, Dedan? Get to the point. I'll get to the point. The difference between a threesome, well, first let me just explain that. A threesome is, and this is just my definition. I see people online, they debate with me over the years. I get it. You have your definition, I have mine. But you're here for my definition. So my definition, based on my surroundings, my upbringing, is a threesome is two women and a man. It's three people. Two women, okay? You, your freaky ass girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And your baby dad, your friend with benefits, you know what I mean? However y'all want to do it, man. You know what I mean? You might have experimented with your girlfriend. Y'all decided to, on one late night, y'all got drunk and decided to kiss and lick each other's vaginas, you know. After one of your sex toy parties, y'all women, y'all get together and y'all have these sex toys. I'll tell you a story. It's a true story. Yeah, and this is one of my clients, actually. She told me this, who obviously will remain anonymous. She told me one of them sold sex toys. And so they had a sex toy party. Y'all know when y'all go to these parties, they have all the roses and the bullets, the dildos, all that type of freaky stuff y'all got in your bottom sock drawer hidden away that nobody knows about. You know what I mean? That stuff. Wherever you got that, whatever's in your bottom drawer right now, wherever you got that from, that party, whatever, you know, the girl that sold you that, because y'all don't go to the store. Y'all don't go to back in the day, they used to have sex stores in the mall. They don't have those anymore. You know, they closed those down because nobody actually wants to go to the sex store to buy their sex toys. So now y'all either go to Amazon and say, look, make sure you deliver this rose with the unmarked box, because I don't want my neighbors knowing how freaky I am, man. Y'all freaky asses, man. Where did y'all get y'all sex toys? Post that on the chat, man. Post that in the group. Hey guys, I see certain stuff I can't even post or ask because y'all just ignore me, man. Y'all will see. Y'all see everything I post. Y'all will ignore the hell out of certain stuff, man. Where I post right now. Where did you get your sex toys? Come back 5 hours later, 0 comments. Like, damn, with no comments, huh? But you got those sex toys though, right? You got them from somewhere. Where did you get them from? But the young woman who got her dildo from... I see why y'all single, man. Y'all think y'all slick. At all this time, people thought women were single because they couldn't find a man. But y'all are single because you can't find a man. You said, I don't even want a man. I got the rose. I got the bullet. The big ass dildo. Like, you ain't that big, bro. What you gonna do for me? That this thing, this monstrosity can't do for me, man. Y'all think y'all slick. I just discovered. We just figured it out, man. I just solved the riddle. Call Steve Harvey, call everybody else, man. We do not need to talk about why so many black women are single. They do not want to cheat on their bottom sock drawer. Oh man, that's funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just messing around. I'm just having some fun. But so the young woman bought the sex toy from her girlfriend. And one night, she decided to, or they decided to, they got drunk, had some drink, they decided to eat each other out. Play with each other's clitorises. What's the plural of clitoris? Clitori? Somebody Google that. Should I ask Alexa what's the plural of clitorises? They decided to eat each other out, and they liked it. They enjoyed it. And so they decided after a couple more times, and this is somebody on Facebook right now. She's probably in the group. But they ate each other out. They did it. It was what it was. But then they decided that they wanted to incorporate a man into the equation. And so they did. So my point is, the man came. It was one of their homeboys, somebody who they were just cool with. The one woman had sex with him a long time ago, and they had talked about his fantasy of having a threesome. So long story short, they had a threesome. So I'm just setting it up so you guys can understand the dynamic of how a lot of this stuff happens. Two women are cool with it, are open to it, and then you have a man who's obviously also open to it. They get together. That is a threesome. Okay? That is a threesome. Or any variation of that story where you have two women and a man, and they have sex with each other. That's a threesome. Now, what is a train? Okay, what is it? What is a train? What does that mean? And this is no disrespect to anybody, because I know this is where it gets a little uncomfortable, because a lot of women have let niggas run trains on them, and that doesn't mean you're a hoe. It doesn't mean, it just is what it is. You let niggas run a train on you. Like, a train though is a man who has a friend, a frat brother, a whoever, football team, and they have a woman. I'm going to tell you how it usually works. This is how it usually happens, okay? Because again, I know what I'm talking about. What usually happens is you have a woman who a man is having sex with or has had sex with. He's already having sex with. They're not in a relationship. And it's very important to say this. Before we even get into the definition, be clear. No man is going to ask his girlfriend or his wife to invite another man into the equation. Like, hey, you mind if my homie runs a train on you even though you're my wife? That will never happen. Okay? Not if she's actually his wife or he actually loves her or cares about her in any way. You're going to have a man who has a friend with benefits, a side chick, a jump off, bust down, Friday night freak, whatever you want to call her. That's going to be the type of woman that a man is going to approach for a train. Now, it's also important to explain that you as a woman are going to present yourself in a particular manner, which is the only reason he's going to ask you to begin with. What are you talking about, Dedan? Let me just break that down for a second. Who can I use as an example? I would have to use some of y'all. I hate to say it like that because some of y'all in the group, let me just say this, y'all listening here, this is only right now in the Friends of the Dedan Tolbert Show group. And so y'all, I got to just say this, y'all are some of the most wholesome, cool, humble, laid back, respectable women that I know. And I see a lot of women, man. So maybe that's a testament to me. Maybe it's a testament to you. Maybe it's just the vibe of the group. But most of y'all are not hoes in the group. Y'all are not the type of women that are getting trains ran on them, or men approaching them to run trains. Like I see y'all. I know a lot of y'all. Y'all are like the best of the best on anywhere on social media. Y'all in my group, the Friends of the Date October Show group. Some of y'all looking right now. I see y'all's names. I'm not gonna call anybody out, but y'all are cool. Y'all are either wives or will be wives one day. I just want to let y'all know that, because y'all know I'm tough on women. But like some of y'all that be commenting on these posts every day with your answers, and they're so cool. And if you see me give it the thumbs up, that means you are cool. You are a cool woman. Most of these women out here are not cool. They are not respectable. A lot of them are hoes, promiscuous. You know, y'all are not that. So I just want to give yourselves a round of applause real quick, because shout out to y'all. So what I'm saying to y'all is, the women outside of this group, a lot of them are presenting themselves in a way that invites men to ask them about running trains on them. Like, if I see let's just say there's a woman like Cardi B. Let's just say use her for example, Megan Thee Stallion. They're clearly freaks, right? They're clearly freaks. And so a man, that's the type of woman, like, you know, who's another woman? Y'all watch Love and Hip Hop? Y'all watch Love and Hip Hop? The chick that Kirk is smashing on the low. What's her name? What's the chick's name? Damn, I can't think of her name. Jasmine Blue is her name on Love and Hip Hop. She's a freak, right? She's very sexy. You know what I mean? Just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? She's very attractive. It's clear she's a freak. And it's clear that, especially if you go to her IG, you already know what it is. It's apparent that she's the type of woman that Kirk would approach to cheat on Rashida with. You see what I'm saying? Like, certain women, that's all they're good for. Certain women, they give off a vibe like, oh yeah, I'm married, but if I was looking for a jump off, you'll be the one. And some of y'all are like that. I'm faithful. You know what I'm saying? I have a wife, but let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of women out here that don't care about this ring. They do not trust them, but they do not care. And the fellas know this. A lot of y'all men listen. Y'all are married. You know what I mean? We all know what it is. So, certain women you approach for certain things. Whether it's to cheat on your wife with, whether it's to have a threesome with, whether it's to bring your homie to run a train with. It's certain women that you do that. Certain women, so how do you do that? How do you approach a woman? How do you even set that up? Well, you know, y'all. I don't need to tell you, because you already been approached. Not y'all, but them. The women know. You already know that whoever you let run a train on you, you tell me how they approach you. But typically, they see the titties out, they see the ass out. And so they like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, have you ever, you just say something like, so, you ever had first of all, here's the thing. Here's the irony of it. Let me tell you the irony. The irony is that I just told you the difference between a threesome and a train. So a threesome is 2 women and a man. A train is 2 men and a woman. But when a man approaches you to run a train on you, he doesn't say, hey, how would you feel about, you know, me running a train on you with my homie? No man in the history of life has ever approached a woman like that. That's the irony. We run a lot of trains, right? We run some trains, college, whatever. Diddy ran some trains, you know what I mean? But no man has ever approached a woman with the idea of running a train on them and said, can I run a train on you? What they say is, hey, how do you feel about a threesome? How would you be cool with a threesome? That's the irony of it, right? Because it's not a threesome, it's a train. And so what happens is the woman's like, ooh, because of the reasons we talked about earlier. The perception is that, ooh, he wants to have a threesome with me. Ooh, that's sexy. He'll wife me. He'll wife me up. How ironic is that? If I show him how freaky I am, that's what men want. Men want a freak. A lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. So I'll be a freak in the sheets for him. I'll let him run or have a threesome with me. And based on that, he'll marry me and we'll have kids. Sorry, that's not how it works. That's not at all how it works. You know what I mean? Every man listening to this knows that's not how it works. But we'll still do it. And so he'll approach you with the idea of a threesome. You will say, okay. And then, you say, okay, great. We're going to have, so who'd you have in mind? Well, I don't know. Like, he'll be like, let me see. I got a couple people in mind. And you're thinking it's going to be a female and you're cool with it. And the next thing you know, he shows up with his frat brother. He shows up with his homie, his teammate. You're like, oh, hey, Mike. Hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, no. I just had to drop my man. We just had to run a couple errands. So we just stopped through to say what's up to you on the way to wherever the heck we're going. That's the excuse. That's the reason he's there. Because again, you can't just say, hey, I'm going to bring my homie over and we're going to gangbang you on your couch. You can't just say that. There has to be a reason. Oh, no, I got to take my man to the bus stop. But we just stopped over real quick. What you up to? Da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, he's up on you, touching you. And next thing you know, his homie, Mike, next thing he's saying, hey, what are you doing, Mike? Mike, why are you feeling on my breast, Mike? You cool with him feeling him? They don't even ask that, to be honest with you. It's weird because you would think like you right now listening, you in the group, respectable you would think if you were having sex with a man and his homie showed up, you would look at him like, yo, what are you doing? Get him out of here. You wouldn't even think like that. But it's certain types of women that see his homie walk in the door with his ding-a-ling hanging out. You know what I mean? Ready. This nigga got his belt already unbuckled, and you think nothing of it. You think nothing of it. You like, oh, what? Oh, hey, your fly's down. He's like, I know. Why do you think I'm here? So I'm just telling you, certain women know what it is. They play dumb. They act naive, like they don't know what's about to happen. But you're about to get a train ran on you. And again, this is, I'm telling you all this because, and I'm just thinking in my mind, as uncomfortable, it's nothing to talk to you about this, right? I can talk to a bunch of strangers, social media, whatever. But the reality is, I'm going to have this talk with my daughter one day. In the not so distant future. She's a teenager now. Wow, this is just crazy. 13, man. I'm going to have this same, or maybe I'll just send her this video. You know what I mean? But I'm going to have to tell my daughter this. And the reality is that, not because I'm concerned about anything or I think anything, I'm saying all women need this information. All women need to know what these men are thinking in their minds. And the reality is most women either don't have a dad that told them this, they don't have an uncle. These social media guys aren't going to do this. Do me a favor, post a link of somebody giving you the information I'm giving you right now. All of these podcasts, all of these relationship experts, post a link right now with somebody telling you what I'm telling you right now. I've been doing this for 20 years and I can't find anybody that's told the information that I've given in one broadcast, let alone over the course of the last 20 years. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that there's such a lack of information out here for single women about how men feel. How do you know this information? That's why I said I'm going to tell my daughter this. Because if I don't tell my daughter about the tactics that men use to run a train on a woman, who's going to tell her? That's a serious question. That is not a rhetorical question. That is not rhetorical. Seriously, who is going to tell her this? If I don't tell her, who's going to tell her? If I was not here to tell her, how would she get this information? She might be the one where Mike walks in the room with you know what I'm saying, with his pants already unbuckled, talking about what's up. Because that's how it works. So like I said, I'm not going to talk your ears off this morning, but I did want to just talk about the difference between a train and a threesome and how to recognize it. It starts with you as a woman, how you present yourself. A woman just told me, I had a session I do life coaching, man. Send me an email, askdaydon@gmail. If you one-on-one, go to trclifecoaching.com to get more information. But one of my clients just told me that, hey, what's up with y'all men? Why do y'all think it's okay to send dick pics to my inbox? She just asked me this. I said, well, the reason for that is, I said, well, the reason is because of you. They said, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. I don't even know this guy. I said, no, you don't know him, but he wants to get to know you. I said, what do you mean? Why? I said, well, you got your titties out. Right? I mean, that's why. So what do you, I mean, no, I was I was on vacation. What are you talking about? I'm in a bikini. What do you want me to wear on vacation? A three-piece suit? I mean, I don't want you to wear anything. It doesn't matter to me. But what I'm saying is, did you have to post it on social media? I mean, I went on vacation too. My wife goes on vacation as well. But I mean, you don't see all types of ass pics and breasts. You know, if you present yourself like a freak, you're probably going to get men who think you're a freak. And if a man thinks you're a freak, then that's when in his mind he starts thinking about, oh, damn, she might let me run a train. She might let me and the homies run a train. So, you know, and she's like, wow. I said, so she said, what do you think I should do? I said, well, first you should probably block this guy. But I said, blocking him really isn't going to solve the problem. But that guy in particular, you should probably block him. You don't have a reason for him to be there to begin with. But outside of that, you need to clean up your Facebook page. You need to clean up your IG page. Ladies listening in at home right now, if you're getting unsolicited dick pics, right? You're getting unsolicited dick pics from random men on your Facebook page, telling you how sexy you are, commenting on the post, the pictures that you put up, telling you this, that, and the third, you probably want to take those pictures down. Just because you go on vacation doesn't mean you have to have your breasts out on social media. We just because you went in the ocean, we don't need to see a picture of you in the ocean with your nipples all hard poking out the bikini. We don't really need to see that. And if you feel like you need to see that, it's because you're seeking attention. And when men see women seeking attention, we're going to give you the attention you're desiring. But with the hope you will reward us for feeding your insecurities, right? You know what I mean? Let me just break that down for a second. When you see, like in the jungle, you see a lion, right? The lion is on the prowl for not other lions. Lions don't seek to devour other lions. Y'all know that, right? The lion is going to seek out the wounded hyena who most likely had a battle with a jaguar or a panther or whatever. They happened to survive. They got away, but they were wounded. So many of you, if you catch the analogy, many of you women had some battles, right? You had some battles with the Jaguars, and that Jaguar left you wounded. You had the battle with that nigga who wounded you, so now you're walking around wounded on social media. So a lion is going to spot you and spot your insecurity, you spot your perceived weakness, and then he's going to seek to devour you. But not is the lion wants to kill the other animals, the prey. A man doesn't want to kill you. He just wants to run a train on you. He wants to have sex with you. He wants to hit it from the back one good time and never call you again. But that's only because he sees you as being weak and vulnerable. A lot of you women are vulnerable. I do free Facebook analyses. If you want me to check out your page, inbox me, DM me, and I'll go through your page. I've done this for the last 20 years. I will literally scroll through your page and I will tell you right there on the spot, you look like a hoe. You look like a freak. No disrespect. But you asked me. Like, if you ask my opinion, I'm gonna give you my opinion. That's what I'm saying. So ask me and I'll tell you. I can sugarcoat it if you want me to, but it's no point. That's a waste of time. I'm just saying, if you want, I'll tell you. Like, nah, that picture that you on the beach, you look like a hoe. That picture on the beach, the picture of you in the club with you dress like I talked about prostitutes yesterday. How prostitutes dress. I'll tell you look like a hoe. Put your titties away. Like, you know what I mean? Put your ass away. That's why you got the dick pic. I will tell you that information if you ask me. And if you want to schedule one-on-one private sessions, we can do that as well. But again, yeah, I know you tuned in because you want to know the difference between a train and a threesome. But I don't just do the surface stuff. We got to talk about why men are seeking out. You probably did the threesome just because you're a freak. You know what I mean? You did the threesome with your girlfriend because of what was in the bottom sock drawer with the bullet and all that. Y'all want to take it to another level. But the train, that's a whole different subject. So hopefully y'all, that clarifies it. Save this, bookmark it, share it, whatever you want to do. Because this is one of those shows where you're going to go back to the reference. So thank y'all for listening, man. Like I said, I'll probably do these videos more often, it's fun. You know what I mean? I got had a couple minutes today. I figured I would go live, but DaDonTolbertShow.com, YouTube, Ask Daydon, IG, follow me, and I'll see y'all later.